And one missed call, 2 times hanging up, 3 FaceTimes, 4 not picking up, 5 you play, 6 times rolling up, 7 all day.
Hello everybody, thank you so much for watching and welcome to my channel. I am the Yvonne Davis, and today I will be doing a nice little makeup tutorial with the yellows and greens, somewhat like a little lemony look with the 25mm lashes. So if you would like to know how I got this look, stay tuned. Alright guys, so we're just going to go ahead and get right into it. The first thing that I'm going to do is just go in with my Magic Collection eyebrow gel and just fill in my eyebrows to my liking. And honestly, right now they really need to be arched and plucked, but hey, I didn't have a chance to do that, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fill them in. Don't be upset, like if you screw them up a little bit, like don't be upset, because like you can always go back and clean them up with your concealer. You can always go back in there and kind of make them look a little bit nicer. So this is just the, you know, pre-stage. Don't feel any type of way. Now what I'm going to do is just go in with my concealer to clean them up. Now honestly, what I typically like to use is the LA Girl Pro Concealer, which is this one, and it's going to be in the color Beautiful Bronze. Typically I like to use that one on the top half, you know, just because it's closer to my skin color. And then me personally, like when I take pictures, I, you know, don't really like for it to be as light at the top versus at the bottom, because that's kind of where my eyeshadow is gonna go. So I wouldn't mind for it to be, you know, brighter at the bottom. So at the bottom I use the color Toffee, and I'll show you what it looks like. I use this color Toffee on the bottom just for my highlight. So I'm gonna just go in and put my concealer at the bottom so you guys can kind of see how I do it. And literally what I use is just a typical paintbrush. There's like no rhyme or reason with this brush. Like there's no, it's not like a professional makeup brush at all. It's literally just a flat brush from the arts and crafts store, you know, that I use. It doesn't have to be something, you know, highly expensive or anything like that. This is just what I like to use because I find that it's a lot easier for me. So I'm just gonna go in and show you guys how I do this. If I can get my mirror open. All right. like to do is just go back with the tip of this and just go over my eyelid like such, to ensure myself like that my whole lid is getting covered with concealer. So that's what I like to do, and then just kind of go back in with the same brush that I had before, and then just blend it out. Now what I like to do, I mean, and this is just my thing, you typically don't have to do this, but I like to go over my eyelid here with some transparent powder to just kind of allow my eyelid to bake a little. So I'm just gonna go in, and literally it's just, you know, just some transparent powder that I picked up from my local beauty supply store. This is the cap if you kind of want to see what it looks like, and it's like the white powder, nothing special. You can use any type of powder that you normally use on your face. You can use the same one. I just kind of go in and allow my lid to bake. So now while that's baking, and I know it looks a little crazy right now, but we're gonna go back in and kind of dust off some of that translucent powder afterwards. Right now what I'm gonna do is go back over the top half of my brow to clean up my eyebrows. And again, I'm going in with my beautiful bronze color over the top half of my eyebrow. So now that we have that done, the next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and work on my brows. The first palette that we're going to use is going to be by Urban Decay, and it's actually an older palette by them. I've been holding on to this palette for the longest just because it's kind of like my go-to. It has a lot of earth tones. The first color that I'm going to use from this palette is going to be the Hell Ride, which is kind of like a purplish color. I'm using this to kind of give my brow a little tint in the background. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. Honestly, ladies, blend, blend until you can't blend anymore, because there's no such thing as too much blending. Alright guys, so now that we've gone in and kind of warmed up the eyelid a little, I'm gonna go in with a very dark color. It's gonna be the color Jet, which is literally jet black. This one here, just to kind of give it kind of like a shadow. So stay tuned. So now that we have that done, the next thing I'm going to do is just go in with my LA Girl Pro Concealer, but this is going to be like literally the white one. And the reason why I like to use this one, just because I'm a little darker skinned, so I kind of want my colors to pop. So I'm going to just go ahead and form my cut crease. I've gone and kind of cut the crease there just a little. Now you can kind of see how it's defined between the white and then the shadow in the background. Now what I'm going to do is go in with my Beauty Creations palette. It's called A Splash of Hues Volume 1, which is this, and I actually picked this up from a pop-up beauty sale, and I believe it was no more than about $8, which is not bad. And these are what the colors look like. And honestly, they're very pigmented. I kind of love this palette a lot. I like to kind of experiment with it. What I'm gonna do is go in with the yellow bee, here, in the crease of my eyelid, and then I'm probably gonna go back in with maybe the pink, just to kind of see what it looks like. So I'm not sure if you guys can really see, but this yellow is actually really bright. It's very pigmented, very bright, but I think what I'm going to do is kind of go back in with a darker yellow to kind of just tone down the yellow just a little to kind of fit the look that I'm going for. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills sculpture palette, and inside, well, this is actually what it looks like. But inside, I'm gonna go in with my the edge color here, and just run over it just a little, just to kind of see if it'll tone it down a little. So now, what I'm going to do is go back in with the Splash of Hues palette, and I'm actually going to go in with a green, and it's Lime Twist. It's going to be the Lime Twist here at the bottom. I'm just going to go in and put that towards the end of my wing. was just going with my liquid eyeliner, and trust me, it's no specific kind of liquid eyeliner. Like literally, it's the LA Colors liquid eyeliner. You can use any old one. I'm just gonna go in and kind of do my wing liner, like this. And my eyelids are shaped kind of weird, so like, well, to me they're shaped weird, so it's like this is always the hardest part for me. Alright, so now that I've gone in and done my wing liner here, I'm just going to go in with my Anastasia Sculpture palette, and I'm just going to use the color Electric here, and it's almost gone, but I'm just going to go in underneath my on my under eye here, just to kind of give it a little color, like this. And it kind of has like a green tint to it. So now that we are all set with the eyes, we're going to move on to the face. Now, typically what I like to use to prime my face, I really love Rihanna's Fenty Cosmetics. So I use her Fenty primer on my face. Now, of course, my top is broken, so I'm just going to kind of on my face like that. And literally you don't even need too much. A little goes a long way, but like because my top is broken, I'm kind of like just winging it here. So there's that, and I kind of just rub it in. Next, what I'm going to be using is the Fenty Beauty foundation. I'm going to be using the color 440, and it's like a soft matte. I'm just gonna go ahead and put a couple dots on my face like that. Alright, so now that we've gone ahead and spread the foundation, I'm going to go back in with my LA Girl Pro concealer in the color Toffee, and go ahead and start marking out my cheeks, where I'm going to put my concealer and just kind of have my highlight. I'm just going to go ahead and start my contouring. just a little. I'm gonna go in and bake my cheekbones. Now what I use is gonna be the Midnight Luxury Powder, which is in color banana. And then I also mix it with my Bare Minerals foundation powder color, and this is going to be in powder warm deep. So I kind of just mix them together just until I get the perfect color that I'm looking for, and then I just go ahead and start baking my cheeks. Just go in with my loose foundation powder. This is by Bare Minerals as well. It's just the warm deep color, and it pretty much just looks like that. I'm just gonna go ahead and brush it over, you know, everything, just to kind of set everything in place like such. And then that way I'm kind of dusting off where I let my cheeks bake just a little. I don't like to let it bake too long, because then I feel like you can start seeing like where it's defined. So I'm just kind of brushing over everything like this. So now what I'm gonna do is go over and add a little highlight to my cheekbones. And the highlight that I use is by Becca. It's gonna be in the color Rose Gold. It's just a little container that it comes in, and then this is the color that it looks like, so you guys can kind of see that. This is one of my like favorite highlights that I use. And then normally when I do put my highlight on, I kind of just use like a fan brush like this, just because it's easier for me to kind of just brush it on there. And just put my highlight on, I am definitely feeling myself. The last step that we're going to do is just add the lashes. Now the type of lashes that I'll be wearing is the NY Mink 3D Max Volume, and this is actually a 25mm lash, 100% mink hair, and I got this from my local beauty supply store. Definitely inexpensive. You don't have to go out and spend too much money on, you know, 25mm lashes. This I actually got, as you can see, for $6.99 from my local beauty supply store. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply these, and then once I come back, I will show you guys the final. Alright guys, this is the final look, and I must say that I am very excited about how it looks, especially the eyelashes as well. I've never tried 25mm eyelashes before, so you know, just to kind of see them on me, I'm very excited about the final look. This is a look. Get into it. Yes. So definitely like, comment, subscribe. Definitely comment down below. Let me know what you think, if you like it. You know, if there's anything specific that you would like to see, let me know, and I'm there, guys. I do thank you so much for watching. You guys take care.
You know that way you touch. We not even speaking. I know the reason you unavailable. This shit is easy. You're gonna need me.